Hello, 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 YouTube. I'm Hidabel Claims, and I play spooky games. And we're back with the spooky game in English, Haunting, where, things... I've said this before, but things took a turn. We've now got horrible ritualistic murder happening. Patrick is trapped on some Scottish island with people he can't trust. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle came in and started taking over the investigation. We've got a lot going on. So we're just going to jump right into it today. Oh, yep, that's right. There's the ritualistic murder. Let's check we have a mallet. Sturdy iron mallet. Alright. Alright, we gotta go find Oscar, who... I wouldn't mind if something terrible happened to him, just so I don't have to voice him anymore. I'm sorry, Oscar. Uh-oh.
Fog here is less dense. I must be near the forest's exit.
Oscar! Oh, I'm sorry, Oscar. Oh no, I didn't think he was actually gonna die. Run, Patrick, run!
Yes! I recognize this path. It's the way out of the forest. Oh no.
Yeah, oh no, indeed. Oh god, there's more of them. The lighthouse. Let's not go to the lighthouse. Crumlock. Nope. We're just gonna turn right around and leave. You didn't see anything. Oh my god, where am I supposed to go? Back to the camp? Back to the camp, apparently. Ooh, let's take these things. Here we go. And we just break that.
You deceitful scoundrel! The Scarlet Stone has been here all this time!
That's weird. It's not scarlet at all. That's lavender.
I've got to get out of this cursed place.
Not so fast, Mr. Moore.
Who's this guy?
Please leave it where you found it.
I think you owe me more than an explanation, Mr. Price.
What do you expect me to say? That I'm surprised to see you alive?
You sent us to the Black Forest knowing that the Order of the Eternal Wind was there. You wanted to get rid of us.
I was about to leave this place when you showed up. It was a competitive business, Mr. Moore. I don't want to leave any loose ends.
What did you do to Professor Bennett? His last words were an accusation against you. He said you betrayed him.
We unearthed the Scarlet Stone from a crumlock in the forest. That moment the Order of the Eternal Wind appeared knocked us down. I wanted to buy some time. So I snatched the artifact and smashed the old man's legs to delay our pursuers. That way I managed to escape unscathed from that hellish place.
You horrible man!
I know what you're thinking, Mr. Moore. Let me tell you that no, I feel no remorse. There's an esoteric order that will pay me enough for that artifact to clear my conscience. Excuse me for not telling you their name. You have been lucky in escaping those descendants of the Broods, and perhaps fortune will continue to smile on you and allow you to escape from me as well. Although I very much doubt that will happen. You know what? Oscar was right. You're nothing but a leader. Oh yes, your partner.
He's dead.
Well, that was the idea.
You're insane!
I'm just a businessman.
I'm going to meet the same fate as the professor.
I have no choice, Mr. Moore. You know too much, and I cannot risk you compromising me.
I won't make it easy for you, you know.
Oh, come on. Don't take this the wrong way, but you're nothing but a flimsy bookworm. Oh, I think Patrick's made of stronger stuff. the fencing and boxing you practiced as a student won't save you from me. I've been in a few wars. I was a mercenary before getting into this lucrative business. Do me a favor and hand over the artifact. It'll be a dignified death, but a humiliating one you seem determined to have. The artifact doesn't belong to you. You obtained it by getting blood on your hands. You're right, but the end justifies the means. Give it to me. Let's end this once and for all. Give me the damned artifact! You'll have to pry it from mine. Ah! Do not resist, Mr. Moore. If you resist, it'll be more painful. Stop fighting for your life. There's no chance of escaping death. I'm gonna hit you with a mallet. Do you want the artifact? Yes, damn it. I have something else for you, you damned maniac! With a hammer. And got an achievement for getting the stone. Went to the police. McCory, back already, are you? And then? Nothing, sir. We scoured the entire coast and the places pointed out by Mr. Moore. There's no trace of the camp, nor do we find a thing in that cave. But let's recap, Mr. Moore. According to your story, you've killed an unnamed craze. In self-defense, yes. All that after escaping from a druid cult thought to be extinct. This cult allegedly murdered an archaeologist and his assistant. I know how it sounds, but... And the leader of this cult wore a deer skull upon his shoulders. You don't believe me, do you? Would I incriminate myself in a crime for sheer pleasure? I'm telling you the truth. You can ask the lighthouse keeper. We talked to him. He's aware of the cult. Them, that's what he called them. The old Brody is never a reliable witness, if you ask me. He once told us because he found a mermaid on the coast. When we got to the lighthouse, there's no sign of it. He said it returned to the sea. Loneliness and lack of contact with civilization makes him seek attention that way. Any other witness to your story besides a solitary old madman, Mr. Moore? What about the Cromlech in the forest? Have you been there? Listen carefully, Mr. Moore. As far as I'm concerned, you have two options. The first benefits us both. You indeed killed this price, well done. Corey and the lads found no evidence, so there's no case. Yes, just go back to London and enjoy your perfect crime. Second option is not in your favour, because I think you're not but a fanciful tourist wasting our time. I've just mobilised all my forces for naught. I believe you're mocking the Scottish police, and that, my friend, could land you a nice stick behind bars. So I'll be kind and give you the choice to take a train and head back to England. If I see her again, I'll lock you up till you rot. How's that sound? Listen, sir, I didn't want to hear another word from you. Corey, accompany Mr. Moore to the exit. It won't be necessary. I can see my own way out. Know that you are making a mistake. I'll just get out of here already. Fine. Bloody English. Murdering cult Marisol. And he said it with full conviction. Forget it, Sergeant. That fella likely also believes in ghosts. He sure does. He sure does. Back to our center of operations. Hello? No one seems to be here. And it's quite dark. It is quite dark. There we go. Box of Revelations is nearly complete. I should assemble... Oh! It has been a delightful evening. Your success is to be celebrated, Sir Arthur. How did you find Bertolini's specialty? Excellent. Although I believe he may have been a bit heavy-handed with the pepper. Yes? I shall convey the feedback to Mr. Bertolini. I am full. Where I've been, they served only soup, and I suspect it was made with mop water. Professor? Patrick, you've returned. Oh, Patrick, it's a pleasure to see you. Did you find the artifact? What? You've returned? Found the artifact? Is that the extent of your greeting? Damn it! I was worried about you. Where on earth have you been? Oh, yes, that. It's a long story.
God's sake! Are you going to share it?
Ah, if you insist. However, I believe Mr. Conan Doyle might do a better job at storytelling than I. He has a knack for it. Did you know he writes stories? Yes, I'm aware. He's the author of Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock who? If I may, Professor. What? I believe Mr. Moore deserves to know your whereabouts during this time. Oh, yes. He's an inquisitive young man. As you may recall, I took it upon myself to investigate the Professor's whereabouts while you were off in Scotland. Allow me to recount the events. Oh, we get a flashback. It seemed like the Earth has swallowed up our friend. All I knew for certain was that his disappearance was connected to the money my order provided for the machine's construction. So the logical thing to do was to get to the root of the problem by starting from the beginning. I knew who to talk to and where to go. I couldn't get lost.
There he is.
I think I'm lost. Oh my god, we're playing as him. We are playing as Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. That's nice. Excuse me, lad. Oh, so very helpful. All the way. Okay. Can you tell me where I can find the Dean?
Do you think I'm his secretary?
What a temper. Alright, what about you? Hey, buddy. Oh, let's investigate things first. Thirsty. Pharmacology. Hey guy, come here. I gotta ask something. Excuse me, lad. Can you tell me where I find the Dean? That's what I want to know. I've been looking for him because I have to argue. Oh, no, am I telling you this? Excuse me, lad. Can you tell me where I find the Dean? You again. I already told you I'm not your secretary. You all look alike. I won't bother him anymore. Alright, the blonde goes by again. We'll try and grab the blonde. It's too late for classes to be open. Uh-oh. We need to find the Dean first. Alright. I don't know who I've talked to and who I haven't. Where's the blonde one? I didn't talk to the blonde one. I think I talked to that one. Oh, there's one. Excuse me, lad. The Dean. Where is he? I don't know, sir. I need to talk to him, but he's not in his office. Thank you very much. Guy with folder under your arm. Excuse me, lad. Tell me where I find the Dean. No. And if you find him, let me know. Oh, yes, of course. Excuse me, lad. The Dean. Oh, yes, of course. He should be in the common room right now. Go to the end of this hallway and... Oh, look, here he comes. Thank you very much, young man. Pleasure, sir. Good evening, sir. Dean Henry Carter, up pleasure. Delighted. My name is... Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, I do. I attended one of your lectures last September. Medium's contact with the beyond. It was a very interesting evening. Ah, you're a believer. Of course. I've written some books on the subject. Fascinating. What brings you to this university, Mr. Conan Doyle? Well, I'm trying to solve a mystery. It's about our mutual friend, Nelson Ward. I know it is common knowledge what the professor has done, but I'm afraid I must keep that information to myself at the express wish of the rector. And I'm afraid you should share that information since I'm part of the whole affair. What do you mean? The money that Professor Ward supposedly misappropriated belongs to me. Well, more precisely, it belongs to my order. A medic order if the gold's gone. But people want an anonymous donation. Exactly. My order is characterized, among other things, by discretion. And I would go even further. That money was intended solely and exclusively for Professor Ward's personal use. However, he insisted that the amount be deposited into the university's account. He only wanted a portion of it to be allocated to his metapsychical research department. And as far as I'm concerned, I have every right to know all the details of this matter. As for the professor, it was his money. No one can accuse him of stealing anything. That's the right. Well, then, may I ask you a few questions?
Yes, of course.
Did the professor... did the professor have any debts?
Debts? Like what debts?
I'm thinking that money could have been used to pay off a debt. His disappearance could be linked to this fact. Suppose he made deals he shouldn't have. Maybe his creditor collected more than just the money owed. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Ah, yes. Russell was a very austere person. He made a good living as a professor at this university. If he had any debt, he could pay it off with his own money.
Hmm. The professor was a very austere person.
Very austere, he hardly valued money. So it surprises me greatly that he committed this crime.
I remind you that the money belongs to the professor.
Yes, you already mentioned that. In any case, I was telling you how little importance he gave to money. For example, he could live in any neighborhood of the city. His financial situation allowed it. He chose to rent a humble room at number 14 Dorset Street in the West End. He's a person who has never needed luxuries.
Interesting. Oh, so I guess now Arthur Conan Doyle knows where his house is. Has the alleged theft been reported to the authorities?
Oh no.
Well, what's the reason for that?
I wouldn't want to scandal over this issue. Unfortunately, word is always spread. But if we had filed a report, I'd bet anything the newspapers would have picked it up. And that would be a disgrace for this university. A professor stealing money from donations. As I said, it would be a scandal.
Does Professor Ward have any enemies?
I am not aware of any. He may have had some disagreements with other members of the university staff, like the rector, but that does not make them his enemies.
Shall we rule out the rector, then?
Yes, please. I shouldn't have mentioned him at all. The rector is no adversary in this sorry game.
Any idea where the professor might be?
Oh, I wish I did. Nelson is my friend, Sir Arthur. What I want most in the world right now is for him to reappear and clarify this whole matter, especially as rumors are beginning to spread that are not to my liking.
It just occurs to me that should he have been well aware of the whole money thing? Oh, sorry.
It said that he used the money to run away with me and Beatrice Shaw and start a new life together.
Oh, yeah, the asexual and the lesbian ran away together. Beatrice Shaw is his childhood friend. And she's also looking for him, by the way.
Don't you say so? Miss Shaw doesn't have a good reputation.
I'm suddenly not trusting the Dean.
She's a thief medium. She deceives people with her supposed contact with the dead.
Believe me when I tell you that Miss Shaw has nothing to do with Professor Ward's disappearance. I would stake my life on it.
Well, I don't know. She may have an ace up her sleeve.
I believe that's all the questions I have for you, Dean Carter.
It's been a pleasure conversing with you about such an unpleasant matter.
The pleasure is mine, sir. Good night. Has anyone... Oh. The conversation with Dean Henry Carter was quite fruitful. Among other things, it reminded me of a logical place to continue investigating. His residence on Dorset Street. I knew, Mr. Moore, that you had already searched your uncle's room, but as the saying goes, 4 eyes see more than 2. I also found it striking that Professor Ward's alleged theft of the money had not been reported to avoid a scandal. Yeah, that's suspicious, and I don't know, the way the Dean was talking, something about it. I can't quite put my finger on it.
What caught my attention most
was that you, his closest associates, had not reported his disappearance to the police. To take no offense, but there was a better chance of success relying on them than only a university professor, a medium, and a writer. Yes, smart, logical choice from Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I had a good relationship with Scotland Yard, so it seemed like a good place to continue my investigation. Alright, but yeah, like I was saying, I don't know, something about the Dean, the way the Dean was talking to Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I'm suspicious. And he should absolutely know about the conditions of that money where he's the Dean. to blame it on Nelson? Well, let's go check out Dorset Street and see what we find. Hello, beggar. I'll shilling for this full tramp.
Sorry, I don't think it was change. Only bills.
Well, I ain't much better.
Sorry. It's an old mustard Coleman outfit. Okay. I can see no light inside. Oh, there's light.
Who the hell's calling at this ungodly hour? People live here, damn it. And I'm paid to keep things quiet.
Sorry to disturb you at these hours, ma'am. Let me introduce myself. I am Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Oh, sir, ain't that fancy? You want a room, Sir Arthur? This ain't no Savoy, but it'll keep you from freezing your arse off on this lousy night.
I appreciate it, but I'm not looking for accommodation. I just want to ask you a few questions.
Questions.
Could you spare a couple of minutes?
Would have preferred you to go down room, but fine. Shoot.
I'm trying to locate one of your tenants, Professor Nelson Ward.
Do they turned up?
I'm afraid so. Did Professor Ward receive any visitors?
None in all his years here.
Did you see him interact with anyone lately?
In what way? With a woman?
Or with a man?
With a man? Ain't that indecent?
What? No, don't misunderstand me. I meant if you saw him with suspicious company.
Until this morning when his pal came, thinking he was alone.
How long since you last saw him?
Last night, heard him go downstairs. I was in bed, but his footsteps are unmistakable. Went out to the street and ain't seen him since.
You were the last person to see him.
Ain't seen him, heard him.
Then how do you know it was him?
But if anyone saw him that night, it was Rupert.
Who?
The beggar he left. Always there, day and night. I know he does it to put pressure on me. Catches me letting sleep in here, you know. But this is a business. Heard me, Rupert? A business?
I hear voices.
Sir Rupert
not the last person to trust Ward.
Exactly. Unless he was passed out or drunk that night. Or both.
Listen, you old hag.
Can I search his room? Probably not, because we broke things last time we were here.
Been done already. This morning. By some fancy lad.
Mr. Patrick Moore, I work with him.
Really? And tell him he owes me for a lamp.
Yes, I will. As for my question,
What question?
can I search Professor Ward's room? Perhaps I can find something my colleague overlooked.
Now? Impossible. All the tenants are asleep. If they ain't already been woken up by your damn knocking.
I will not disturb them. Be as quiet as I in the London Library.
Now, come back tomorrow.
It is a matter of great importance, ma'am.
Important as my tenants sleep. I've told you as much. Come back tomorrow. Any more questions, Sir Arthur?
No, I think that's all. Thank you very much for answering my questions. The responses have been very helpful.
Pleasure. So you ain't got more questions?
Not a moment.
Good. Save me from more damn knocking. Good night.
Good night, ma'am. Can we climb up the gallery? Oh, I'm not going to climb up there. I might break my neck.
All right, Rupert, buddy.
Good night, sir.
Come to give me that shilling.
Like I said, I'm unfortunately only carrying bills.
Oh, I see. Tossing a coin to a beggar eases the conscience. Tossing a bill, not so much.
I did not mean to offend you.
Forget it. What do you want?
It's about a tenant in this building. Professor Nelson Ward.
Ah, yeah, the ghost guy. A good man. Always gives me a shilling whenever he walks out that door. Not like you.
The landlady mentioned you were the last person to see Professor Ward. Is that right?
Saw him leave through the door last night. Ain't seen him come back all day.
Talk to him. Did he say where he was headed?
Didn't exchange no words with him. He was half asleep in that alley when I saw him leave. Some bloke was waiting for him.
Interesting. Can you describe this bloke for me?
I didn't get a good look at his face. He was dark and I was more asleep than awake. But I noticed he was missing an arm. That much I'm sure of. Let's go right on. Let me think. Saw him from the front, so it must have been the... This one, yeah, that's that. Sure about that. Oh, certainly, sir. Also remember your company said something like... What was it? Ah, yes. You ain't seen nothing understood. So he threatened you? Not exactly. What do you mean? His tone wasn't aggressive at all. But he suggested that you don't say anything about what you saw that night. Yeah, it could be. Not all threats are overtly hostile. As far as I'm concerned, that sounds like a threat through and through. You reckon? I am a writer. If a villain threatened my protagonist, they'd likely use those words. Excuse me. They seem uneasy or scared. Oh, the professor. Ah, no. Seemed pleased as punch if that bloke was with him. Actually, I'd say he was expecting him. Do you think they knew each other? Don't know, sir. Right. Do you remember anything else from last night? Ah, nothing else. But I told you. A one-armed man was waiting for the professor. And he advised you not to talk about what you saw, correct? Exactly. You have been a great help. Happy to help. But apparently I still won't give you $1. This is just the poster for the fight. Yep, one round jack. I know his legend, he's an unbeatable champion. Except he was just beaten. Okay, so we got Arthur Conan Doyle on the case now. That is honestly pretty darn cool. So I think the only other place we have to go as of right now is the police station. But I think we're going to call it for today's episode and head over to the police next time. Boy, this just keeps going. This is a much bigger game than I thought it was. Oh, and I hear a cat screaming at me, so perfect timing. But yeah, there's a lot more to this than I thought there was, and I'm still really enjoying it. If you guys are also enjoying it, let me know with a like or a comment. Makes my day. And I hope that you all have a great day and you had fun. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.